Eight to the face. God.
Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce.
And it's just the nature of their rivalry. Both teams will look to start fast, and each one trying to seize control of the tempo early.
And part of it is they know each other so well. The team that executes best is likely going to come away with the W.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo. Kumpo with the stuff.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And that one's good.
Oh, you see Jakob Poeltl powering through the contact. Use that size, young sir.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Lillard outside. Clock at 6. Releases. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Here's Brunson. Making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game. Pass to Hart. Fires the three. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson.
Well, Josh Hart just making a really quick decision on the catch. It touches his hands and he lets it fly.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, Grant, there are a few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Milwaukee with the ball. The Raptors making their last shot. And the Bucks miss again. Outside Brunson. Inside. Outside Hart. Shot clock at 5. The Raptors need to get off a shot. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This team loves it when Poeltl can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Now here's Hart. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Agbaji's got 5 points.
We know Ingram as a scorer, but Brandon's really worked on his passing game over the years.
Back to Lillard. Pass to Chandler. Lillard looking around. No good. Unable to win this run.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Brunson. Goes up on the baseline. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Bucks trail by 9. Antetokounmpo, left side. Pass to Chandler. Out to Portis. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Hart pulls it in.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
To the inside. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They're communicating well. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Raptors?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Raptors lead by 9. Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seemed to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have defined how to be the most efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Back to quickly. Outside Ingram. Here's Dick. On the wing, Grady Dick. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw. And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Grant.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
And so Porter will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A 12-point game. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Hart with the defensive effort.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Quickly outside. Here's Ingram. Offensive board. Here's Hart. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Lopez. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Hart. Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Dick. Boucher right side. Back to Dick. Goes back up. From deep. And it's quickly with a miss. Bucks trail by 12. Lopez, the screen. Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
And how fun is it watching Porter Jr. punch it in, leaving no room for error on the drive.
Outside Ingram. Porter with the steal. It's 2-on-1. And here they go.
This guy is a fantastic finisher near the hoop. Taurean Prince with an emphatic 2.
Raptors lead by 8. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Lopez in the post. Missed inside. Outside Hart. A minute and a half left in the first half. Back to Dick. Quickly outside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Hart. Rebounded by Kuzma. Bucks trail by 11. Pass to Trent. Kuzma up top. No points yet. Down low. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Ooh, it's stolen away. And they're on the break. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Quickly. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Quickly's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
The drive by Porter. Over to the wing. Lopez in the post. No luck on that one. Oh, good D by Boucher. Raptors lead by 9. Quickly outside. Boucher on the screen. Outside Dick. Pass to Hart. The 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Trent for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Toronto with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be back in a moment. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Portis outside. Back to Lillard. Lillard! What'd you expect?
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
Brunson taking his time here. And the call will be against Bobby Portis. That's his first foul of the game.
First game foul. Substitution for your Raptors. Walker.
Right side, Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from the top of the key. Buries the jump shot. Brunson's got 5.
Now that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
In transition, here come the Bucks. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown. Lillard's got 9 points now in the second half.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
Left side Brunson. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Agbaji. 5 on the clock. Shot is up.
And with an out-of-this-world wingspan, Giannis can simply lock up just about anyone on the defensive end.
They retain possession. Right side Brunson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Bucks trail. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
The shot by Lillard, no good.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Out to the right wing. Picked by Pirtle. Brunson driving. From about 16, the rebound by the Bucks. Jackson, right side. Antetokounmpo inside. Banked it in off the glass. Antetokounmpo has got 8.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doris.
I'll say this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
Lillard outside. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Lillard's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a 4 first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Right wing. Back to Lillard. Antetokounmpo outside. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard finishing with authority.
And you see why he's one of the top scorers in the league. Lillard does it in so many ways.
.102 left in the third. Outside Brunson. Giannis with the rebound. The Bucks trail by 3. Out to Portis. Back to Jackson for the tie. He's off on that one.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
At the line for your record.
First one falls for him.
Well, Jakob Poeltl, guys, may not be a stretch big, but what he does well is virtually everything else. He boards it. He plays incredible D, and he's a very good passer.
Antetokounmpo outside. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Lillard. Stolen by Quickly. Outside Dick. Pass to Ingram. It'll count. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. The third quarter comes to a close. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Doc Rivers calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Boucher outside. Shot clock at 6. Boucher on the screen. Pass to Ingram. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, nice fake by Ingram, setting the defender up to fail.
After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Raptors lead by 10.
That's a conversion inside by Emmanuel Quickly. Just a quick opportunity finish.
Here's Porter. It's Prince on the wing. Kuzma outside. Lopez with it. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Chris Boucher.
Well, it's clear that Brook Lopez loves getting to the free throw line. He uses his length to pick up these kinds of opportunities.
And Lopez drops them both.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Toronto leading by 8. Quickly outside. Right side Ingram. Back to Quickly. Here's Dick. Knocks it down from distance. Dick's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Kuzma outside. Toronto grabs the miss.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Back to Hart. Pass to Dick. Back to Hart. Outside Dick. Up and over Porter. Dick with a miss.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
And here's Lopez. Outside for Porter. The three-pointer off the mark. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Pass to Ingram for 3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Yeah, the fluid shooting motion of Ingram makes him a real threat to knock down these corner triples.
Here's Porter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Doris, with so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
Well, to me, B.A., so much of this speaks to which star are we talking about. If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes, he welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Raptors lead by 11. Outside Brunson. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Brunson with the finish inside.
This is what makes Jalen Brunson special. You've got to knock down contested shots. Mr. Brunson up to the task.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. And he's going for... Oh, Giannis kicking it out of the sky.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
Outside Brunson. Rebound, Milwaukee. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Ingram on the wing. .34 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Stolen by Jackson.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Knocks it loose. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Here's Brunson. He gets it in there. And the Raptors lead by 10.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Just keeping the game simple. Lillard's patience and acute understanding of pick and rolls comes in handy.
So the Raptors win it. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
They be cutting lights out, we gon' pull up creep. We got 4 deep in the photo Jeep. My butt is hilly, on the seat. My I feel like the rain with the heat. Made him do the running, man. We set sun right there at his feet. Yeah, you're sweet. Cut out the road, dress I'm about to pull up to me. Let's play. Who go first, you or me? You or me? Let's play. First, you or me? You or me? Let's play. Yeah, me. Yeah, I've been fighting my demons, huh? I've been fighting my, I've been fighting my demons, huh? I've been fighting my, I've been fighting my demons, huh? I've been fighting my, I've been fighting my demons, huh?
Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside.
And they won the only game they played against this team. And this is their final matchup of the year.
And just as much motivation on the other side of the equation. No team likes getting swept, whether it's against your biggest rival or a team you don't even care about.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
On the wing, Bane. Here's Edey. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Jackson. And Giannis throws it down.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Outside Bane. Pass to Edey. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
B.A., they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Now here's Morant, and he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a 2-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter, but definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
Now here's Lillard, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Three-pointer, no good. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Jackson for 3. Good. And the setup by Morant.
Some bigs develop range over time. Jackson, he's been dropping daggers since day one.
Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Left side, Morant. Kicks it out to Bane. From deep. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
You got to D up Bane from the corner, or else he'll bury those shots in bunches.
.151 left in the first quarter. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lillard. From downtown, Memphis with a rebound.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Out to Portis. Launches a 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. And here's Memphis. Jackson, right side. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Lillard. Hits the trifecta. Lillard's got 6.
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Outside for Morant. There's Jackson with the 3. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. The Bucks leading by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
The incomparable. Length. I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
Edey for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. And Giannis with the jam.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The Bucks on top, up by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
Clock at 6. Pass to Bol. Chalk up 2 there. Bol's got his first points of the night.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Kicks it out to Jackson. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. That one goes in.
And showing the point guard instincts there. Boy, Giannis can make it look easy.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
And then Portis with the dunk.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time finding his teammate for the great look.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Here's Pippen. He's scoreless. Pass to Bane. Down low. And that one's good. Bol.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Here's Pippen. Kicks it out to Bane. There's the triple. Here's Bowl. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Bane. Goes up again. And he lays it in. Bane's got 5 points.
With all the points he gets on the perimeter, it's trouble for the D when Bane starts getting points inside.
And that's exactly what you need. Everybody, big and small, crashing the glass.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Porter. Another miss by Porter.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Jackson, the screen. Pass to Bowl. Looking at lineups around the league, Graham, it seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the Grizzlies. Number 13.
On the wing, Porter. The kick out to Kuzma. Back to Porter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Porter's gotten 4 this quarter.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Here's Jackson. Here he goes. Rejected by Lopez. Here's Prince. No made baskets yet. 1:07 left in the first half. And then Porter with the dunk.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Lillard looking around, unloads, the putback. Oh, the foul by Giannis.
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass, being rewarded for his efforts right there.
Morant, he's open. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Antetokounmpo up top. Give him 8 points now. Shot clock at 5. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Here's Jackson. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Bucks on top. They're up by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Morant. Milwaukee with the rebound. And stolen by Bane. The rebound by Jackson.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing...
Oh, Giannis picking it out of the sky.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Morant with it. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Here we go, one-on-one. Antetokounmpo surveys. In close, Antetokounmpo delivers.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Timeout call, Memphis. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Pass to Edey. Fires the three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Chandler. Back to Antetokounmpo. Giannis going downhill. And Giannis with the jam.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
A shot to stop the run. Here's Edey. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The rebound by Jackson.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
And the basket is good.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Antetokounmpo outside. Jackson outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the clock. A big-time flush by Giannis.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Pritchard, for years, the Grizzlies' team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Back to Morant. Pass to Bol. Porter pulls it in.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
1:14 left in the third. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Ja Morant picks one up.
And such a threat with the basketball. Porter Jr. gets those fouls often.
Good on both. Grizzlies trail by 15. Pass to Bol. .52 seconds left in the third quarter. From 8 feet away. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Bol's got 8 points.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Kuzma outside. Over Bol. And again, it's the Bucks missing. Memphis with the ball. It's a 13-point game. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. And that's a one-game homestand for the club.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
Memphis shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Pass to Lopez. We've got 13 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. Here's Bull. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Bucks. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective.
46, the Grizzlies, 35.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The Bucks leading by 11. Pass to Lillard. Oh, Lillard finishing with authority.
And these shots demonstrate how locked in Lillard is. Just embracing the challenge of scoring on physical defenders.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Plays, I ended up playing it safe. Let's get it in motion. 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 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. Watching you is making me vomit. I'm dominant, juggling how many flows. Please don't compare me to none of these. I touch it and turn into dominant gold. All of the time that I spend in myself is in silence. I'm ducking and dodging these. Slide on you. You thought that I ran out of. That's when it's time to making them. Got nothing to prove, the way that I'm killing the mic. Couldn't imagine this happening back when my mama was making the stew with the rice. Enrolled in college for only like half a semester. I knew that it wouldn't suffice. Said that I'd either be or in jump with my destiny. Couldn't have proven them right. I had to get it in motion. Let's 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 get it in motion.
Money, this a vacation. 60 overall, the BO2K rating. When you see me, you think power, I ain't raised Canaan. Had to get it out the mud, now it's apes bathing. Whip flying, turn the garage to a space station. Time to start a new kid, I'm finna plane chaining. Meech on the beat, I know you hear the bass bassing. Oh, yo, first I got some. Heard a hater hating, I just told him show his bank saving. It get hot up in the kitchen, but it ain't a cake baking. Penthouse in the A, this my safe haven. Deep down inside, dog a fan, he just fake hating. Already said we getting paid, ain't no vacation. When we hit it to the 10, no, it ain't no vacations. Ain't that what face it? I can't stop how ironic that the super gremlin pull up off a fake 10. Yo, baby locked in like I'm in a playpen. Walk in the stool just to preach. Amen. Invented fire, we some cavemen. All the haters, they don't bother me, I hate them. You tryna make friends, we tryna make M's. Why you playing with that little paper? You better save rent. At half court, all my haters on the same bench. Out in Mexico, I got my on the stove. It's on the counter, couple on the floor. Only time you see me ducking when I'ma keep blowing these M's and I'ma keep multi-personalities, you know I done lost all gravity, can catch me on the moon. Multi-personalities, you know I done lost all gravity, can catch me on the moon. Me and Brody in the boondocks, Huey and Riley. You know I get a big ghetto mix Gucci with Nike. I'm using the polite, I let the like me. I'm near off a script, it's a movie inside. Said she wanna earn the spotlight, you got Louis to buy me. He done got his screws loose and he ain't no to buy me. All this ball, gotta throw on all this jewelry to ice. You ain't gotta teach me how to drill, I ain't my boo. Tied in with cousin and plus I'm cool. On a blessing, she can eye chew on Salud. Halloween's I only rock the mask, skip the costume. All these questions, do be acting like do. Cut the out for that clock, that's why his watch loose. Eyes all around my head, but I gotta watch you.
Oh my God, this is so amazing! I am super happy. Wow.
me pidió que me soltara. Ey, bichita por los aires en el G, el SAM, de fábrica el piquete, va llegando el billete, no me fijo cuánto es, ni sé cuánto me gasté, solo sé que coro, en París como el PSG, los diamantes de Leo se ven, calladita pa' que tose. Pasaporte, cada canción que tiro es un éxito que rompe. El noviecito tuyo ayer se me puso a la orden. Me dijo que estoy rica, que no hay compe. Por el 305 vacilando en el Ferrari. Nos bajamos el live y activamos el party. Estamos legales, no paguen. No. Estamos legales, no paguen la... Bichota por los aires en el G, el SAM, de fábrica el piquete, va llegando el billete, no me fijo cuánto es, ni sé cuánto me gasté, solo sé que coro, en París como el PSG, los diamantes de Leo se ven, calladita pa' que tose, sabe que soy la para, la viejito me lo jala, me dice que no lo mire, así que eso se le dispara. Me pidió que me soltara, que me lo quitara.
Jimmy popping pain. Can't take any more of these or I might just find what I left in vain. Just gave this the kiss of life. It won't switch on me, it's by my side just like Sade. But I left her in a daze. I put freedom up in his sat nav. Now it's telling me relocate. I was in the car in Ace. I was in space with Lola Ace. We're banging on Faraday. Things just ain't the same. Might link me a drone from... Prefer me a drone from ends. Hold hands on the side of the grave. I can't do blubs anymore. When I turn 24, might turn PA. Salute to all of my demons. We had a party, they're bumping. Wish I could tell you a different fable, but honestly same. I was like honey like Weiss and Mus, but I lost my brain. I lost my brain. I lost my brain. I lost my brain. I lost my won't hold me down. I keep seeing the same old faces. Is it west? Is it south? I need me a leather jacket. I told Renzo I want it in brown. Where are you now? Yeah, I love that for you. See you again when the pound goes down. Yeah, I really hate this town. It's a figure of speech. We all agree to disagree. I see you on a Monday morning. We had the longest week. But I lost my brain. But I lost my brain. Lost my brain.
mash up the dance. Mash up the dance.
Too many times I told these stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I'm way too busy to hate on a bank account, look like she banking on tips. I came up from nothing, was laying on and sleeping in bundles and paying no rent. Everyone loves you when fame don't exist. When I made $1 million, they said it, I switched. My watch is too pricey, my chain is on lit. My diamonds are icy, I'm skating on this. Skating like Gretzky back in the 80s and running from 12, but that isn't Brady.